I'm tired, I'm freezing, I just want to go home. No one will tell me what I'm here for. I have to piss. So when do I get to call my mom?
The man-child you are watching is 20-year-old Tristan Baker. Moments before this interview, Tristan, together with her partner in crime, Devon McNelly, took the life of an innocent woman, all while being completely unaware that surveillance footage was recording everything.
They know the exact time you're in on video. They know it.
And as these two turn on each other,
Yeah, she told me to get a gun.
You didn't shoot her. Tristan did.
detectives will slowly begin to uncover their horrific crimes. Because the murder of Jayla Wyatt is not at all as simple as it seems.
Are you the type of person that's kind of remorseful for what you did?
I didn't kill her. I did not kill anyone. I did not shoot anyone. I did not aim a gun at anyone. I did not do anything.
Around 7 p.m. on April 27, 2021, police officers in Zanesville, Ohio received a frantic 911 call from a man who said he had just returned home and found 23-year-old Jayla Wyatt dead inside their apartment.
911?
Yes, ma'am. I just came in and my girlfriend's laying on the floor and there's blood all over. I don't know what happened.
Do you have a pulse at all?
I don't know. I'm afraid to touch her anything because I don't want them to think that I had anything to do with this.
Okay, what apartment are you in?
I'll be outside in front. Yeah, your guy will be standing out front.
Is there any weapon around her?
I don't see. Come on, please. Oh my God.
All right, stay on the line with me, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Oh my God.
When deputies arrived, they discovered Jayla lying near the doorway with multiple gunshot wounds, including one to her face. Unfortunately, she was pronounced dead at the scene. Inside the apartment, investigators recovered 6 9mm shell casings but were unable to locate a firearm. An autopsy would later reveal that the gun had been fired from an extremely close proximity. And as detectives processed the scene, they also spoke with a nearby witness, Shayna Brooks, who had stepped outside during a dance class to retrieve a bag from her car, but noticed something that immediately caught her attention.
I went around to my trunk and opened the trunk and got my dance bag out, and I heard this kind of loud cracking, popping sound that was probably 3 or 4 times. Crack, crack, crack. And my first thought was gunshot because, we know, we've always told the kids to be very careful when we're going to the dance studio and not to talk to people in the parking lots and things like that because we just know sometimes there's some unsavory clientele that sometimes are outside. And so we're very careful with the kids and stuff. And so my first thought was gunshot. Well, as I put my trunk lid down and came around to walk back into the studio, I came around in front of the blue car that had backed in there. And it was kind of like, I'm not good with the descriptions, but it reminds me of like the Fast and Furious cars, like the little sports car. I can't say if it was a Honda or not because the front bumper was cracked on the driver's side. It was kind of hanging down a little bit. And it was like kind of a robin's egg blue. It was an odd blue color, maybe a little brighter than a robin's egg blue. And there was a young man in the car. I'm going to say probably mid to early 20s. And then a dog, as I got in front of the car, a kind of a pit bull looking dog came running at me. And you could tell the dog was like frantic. And there was a young lady that came running out, like behind the dog. So my first thought was the dog must have gotten out and she's running after the dog. So I thought, well, I'll just kind of corral the dog here. And that way, she can get a hold of him because she didn't have a collar on. And so as the girl came running out, she opened the car door and I said, "Is this your dog?" And she stopped and looked at me and she said, "What?" And I said, "Is this your dog?" And she said, "No, it's not." And she got in the car. So I just continued walking. And when I got to where the garage is at the back of the studio, they pulled out and went then down, continuing on the direction he was going when he first pulled in.
The witness described seeing a slim woman in her mid-20s with dark brown hair, dressed in a blue hoodie, dark shorts, and black shoes, leaving Jayla's apartment before getting into a blue Honda Civic that was being driven by a man. Meanwhile, officers reviewing surveillance footage from the complex observed a blue vehicle parked near a dumpster in the lot, and a thin woman wearing shorts and a hooded sweatshirt stepping out, walking toward the apartment building, then returning shortly after and leaving the area. Her identity would eventually come into focus when detectives brought the 911 caller, Patrick Diddy Downs, in for questioning.
Give it to me and lay it on me, Pat. What's going on? What is the problem? What's going on?
She's like me a lot.
Okay.
I like her.
Who being who?
Tristan, I like Tristan.
Okay.
And I like James too.
Okay.
They do this, fucking closer.
Okay.
Them two made the license of each other.
Okay.
But they got it twice.
Okay. So let's back up. Kristen, she was your girlfriend, right?
No.
Just a girl was your best friend. How long did her?
Over a year.
Okay. Did she stay there?
No.
6? Okay.
She did. She had stayed there. I stayed there. And stayed for like 3 or 4 days. And then went back to Columbus.
Okay. She bring anybody with her or anything when she comes? Okay.
No.
The dog?
Well, 2 dogs.
Okay.
My dog. I don't know if she took him what's part of the plane. I had a big.
So what happened between you and Kristen?
She got mad because Jayla was at mine.
During the questioning, Patrick explained that Jayla had recently been staying with him, and he suspected the shooter was his girlfriend, Kristen, later identified as Tristan Baker. He admitted that Jayla and Tristan did not get along, and described a prior incident in which Tristan showed up at his apartment, caused a scene, and shattered a window before leaving, all of which was recorded on a neighbor's cell phone. But as detectives would soon learn, the situation involved more than just tension between Jayla and Tristan.
I tell you, that something bring hell.
Yes.
That dude Kenny, he called and told her that Jayla was at my house.
So Denny?
Yeah.
What his name is?
Yeah, I don't know. They live on his hands.
Denny, whose full name is Denzel Wilson, is Jayla's on and off boyfriend, and he was also upset that she had been staying with Diddy.
He called you yesterday.
He calls it.
He called that Christian and said that Pat's out here and my girl Jayla is with him, and Jayla don't want to go with him, and I told her she didn't have to go with him, that she could stay with me, and then he calls Christian, and tells her, so she rides down here, out my windows.
And this was yesterday.
Last night.
Denzel's tip that Jayla was staying with Patrick had triggered the events that would unfold that night. And the next day, Patrick told detectives that Tristan had called, saying she would stop by to collect her things. Patrick stepped out for 45 minutes, and when he returned, Jayla was gone, her life cut short. A search of Patrick's phone uncovered a contact saved as K, with a photo and number that matched the suspect and corresponded with Ohio law enforcement records for 20-year-old Tristan Shaylin Baker. With this, the next step would be to confront Tristan, but the detectives decided they needed to speak with Denzel Wilson to find out exactly what part he played in the chain of events that ended with Jayla's death.
Let's start off just with the basics. Where do you play in all this?
I was at Jayla for a couple years.
Okay.
And she basically had nowhere to go, so I told her to stay at the house. I turned her away from this whole damn mess. And she asked me, she got mad at me, not last time, not before, because she took my car and stayed out.
Okay.
And I told her, I said, look, man, you can't be doing that. I don't know what you're doing. Well, why you got to go to the door? I said, because I care about you. I don't want that to happen.
Okay.
And she took off with pads.
Okay.
So I'm going to ever try to get leave pads.
When you're over there yesterday, who's all over there?
Just certain pad was. And, you know, I tried, and I even stopped back twice to try to get her to leave. And she wouldn't leave, and packed me, and got mouthy with me, and all this.
Okay. So
I should have made her leave, but she's a big truck carrier.
So this Tristan that you're showing me there.
Yeah.
Who was she?
Just, I've been there for about a year.
Okay.
I don't know, but I think she was living the past.
Okay.
That's what Jayla said.
Okay.
I haven't been much, I don't go around bad, I don't care for him, I don't care what he does, people. But Tristan, I think, was living there. And I hadn't talked to Tristan probably 6 to 8 months. And all of a sudden, I was losing every day, she called and said she's going to rehab.
Okay. How'd she call you? Did she call you on Facebook?
Yeah, it's on there. It's on there. I think it's on Messenger. This blanket, she does. I had a blanket made for her with kids' pictures on it and stuff.
Really? Does she have to? Does she? How much? How old is it?
3 and 4, I think. For 2 and 3, my dog. So was it. So I wanted to get so back so bad. So I got her blanket laid up with her birthdays, put her pictures. Basketball, she put up the casket loader.
And listen to me, man. We are going to work as hard as we can. I promise you. All right?
After investigators cleared Denzel of any involvement, they zeroed in on a phone number pulled from Patrick's device, the very same number tied to Tristan. Cell tower data revealed it had pinged near Hupp Road in the minutes right before the shooting, before the signal eventually led them to their home in Columbus, roughly an hour's drive from Patrick's apartment. Around 12:15 a.m., SWAT pulled up to the address and took Tristan into custody the moment she opened the door. She immediately told them her boyfriend, Devon McNelly, her friend Kayla Craig, and several young children were still inside. But even after repeated commands demanding everyone come out, Devon refused to emerge, leaving officers no choice but to breach the apartment. He was found hiding under a bed and taken into custody for questioning. As for Tristan, the detectives were about to find out exactly the kind of person they were dealing with.
What's up? What's going on?
I'm just entertaining myself.
Oh, okay.
I'm allowed to entertain y'all want to hold me in here for hours. I want to entertain myself.
All right. Glad you're getting enjoyment out of it.
I am, very much so.
Both hands behind your back for entertainment purposes?
I mean, if you want, yeah. I mean, I can still. I'm not putting both my hands behind my back. It's literally freezing in
Stop
here.
rattling around and making noises.
Okay,
and stuff.
but can
What's
you
the
at least,
purpose of it?
I'm tired. I'm freezing. I just want to go home. No one will tell me what I'm here for.
Okay. Well, you're being interviewed.
Like, I'm not even trying to sound like a. I apologize at this point. I'm like.
Yeah, we told you we're just trying.
Yeah, I know. I'm not trying to take my anger out on
yeah,
y'all.
that's fine. I'm just trying to clarify it for you, okay?
Yeah, but
so there's an option. You can sit here peacefully and put both hands on your back. It didn't make a difference to me. So if you want to keep one hand free and have some mobility and lay down, that's cool. You're going to keep rattling the cuffs.
Well, can I use the restroom?
When detectives deal with suspects like these, they lean on smart strategies to get people talking and keep them talking until the truth slips out on its own. During the arrest at the Mayfair apartment, investigators spotted the blue Honda Civic that matched the one from the surveillance video. The car was registered to 22-year-old Devon McNelly. They quickly got a search warrant, and what they discovered inside was so damning that they decided to question Devon first instead of Tristan.
We had a homicide down in Zanesville tonight. Let's get front. You know anything about that?
I don't know anything about it really. I heard a lot about it. A lot of people called Tristan. Tristan is from Zanesville, so
okay.
A lot of people called her Jayla. I mean, they were friends back in the day, so a lot of people called, and Tristan was telling me about it, but I got no idea about it. I was at work.
How did they know each other back in the day?
I don't know. I met Tristan. I met her whenever I was 11, but we've only been engaged for 7 months with her, 8 months now. We only been together 8 months as well.
Are you guys engaged now?
Yeah, we're engaged. Yes, we're married.
Okay. You guys got any kids together?
No, no kids.
All right.
Just dogs.
So was Tristan with you all night?
She was with me. Yeah, she's been with me all night. I've been home since 5 o'clock.
Okay.
And I mean, I was working right down the road. I probably got home about 5:15. I've been home ever since. We were watching.
So you live here in?
I live at road with my mom.
Where's that at?
Thornville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I live with my mom and then me and Tristan. It's really complicated. Like a few weeks ago, we got into a real big situation. Yeah, she relapsed on drugs, and I confronted her about it, gave her an ultimatum, and she flipped out. Long story short, she punched me in the face like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, those drugs will make you do some crazy stuff, man.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I called the police that day, and they came. She told them that I hit her, and they arrested me. So I spent the night in jail.
Unlike most detectives who start soft and build up slowly, these investigators hit Devon hard right away. They skipped the small talk and asked him straight, what happened last night?
What's your car?
That's a 2020 Honda Civic.
It's a 2020?
Mm-hmm.
Is it that blue one in the lot?
Yeah.
Okay. Where was that car at tonight?
The apartments.
Was it with you at all times?
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned.
Did anyone else have it?
Not that I know.
Did you drive it to Newark?
I drove to Newark, yes.
Okay. Did Tristan go with you to Newark?
Yes.
Okay. Did you guys go anywhere else in Newark?
Nope. We drove straight back home because we had to watch 4 kids, and then Kayla said Kayla's staying at our house for like 30 days or so. I don't know. She's like jumping from hotel to hotel. She got a bunch of kids and she ain't got nowhere to live, so we gave her a place to stay.
Were you ever in Zanesville tonight?
No. Hell no.
And if we could say that you were in Zanesville, then that would mean that you probably have more involved in it than you already know. You know what I mean? If we could say that you're in Zanesville and had proof.
Yeah.
And
if you had proof that I was in Zanesville, then I'd like to see it because I've been in my apartment.
Okay. So if you were in Zanesville, would that mean that you had
a hand in this? Nothing to do with this.
Okay.
None.
Did Tristan?
No, she don't me. Tristan, there's one thing you'll know. Tristan is like a ticking time bomb. Like, she can snap sometimes.
Okay.
But she's not from what I heard, that happened, that's not her. Mm-hmm. I don't think she would ever be capable of anything like that. For one, she's scared to even have a fist fight.
Mm-hmm. So did you know this Jayla?
I ain't never met Jayla in my life.
Never?
No.
But she did? How was her reaction when she found out she was shot?
She was crying. She was crying?
Mm-hmm. I mean, any specific things that she said?
She was just kind of like shocked, but she said, I guess it's the way the drug system goes. She said she got out of life. Because, I mean, Diddy, what we call him, Diddy, Pat Downs, that's the guy that supposed to call police, I guess. Mm-hmm. He's made threats. He's put his hands on Tristan. I mean,
was she going out with him?
I think a while back. That's why me and her split up for a little bit.
And he's an old man.
He's an old man. I tried to fight the dude once, but it's not worth my time, so whatever. He came to my apartment once, and I about beat his old ass.
The messy love triangle between Tristan, Devon, and Diddy handed detectives the leverage they needed. For the moment, though, their plan was simple and sharp. They let Devon think they were convinced he was the shooter, make him believe the blame was landing squarely on his shoulders. If he panicked and felt cornered, maybe he'd crack and spill the whole truth himself.
There's proof that you were in Zanesville. That's why you're here. The search warrant doesn't get signed by a judge. For no reason, you know what I mean? When's the last time you've been to your mom's house?
Completely upfront with you. After we went to my mom's, it's a sketchy situation, okay? There's not homicide involved, of course.
But listen, right now, we know that you didn't pull the trigger.
I had no involvement in that by no means.
But we know that you know who did, and we know that how they got there. You gotta be 100% truthful in this matter.
You think Tristan killed that girl? For real?
Absolutely.
No way.
Yeah. And you know for a fact that she did. That's what I'm getting at.
I don't know.
Listen, you can't, in a situation like this, you can't lie. Because it only makes yourself look like you are a part of this.
Yeah. We went in there. I got off work and went to my sister's, got some gas money. Tristan said that she had to go get her dog, Ash, as our dog.
Okay.
Because, she was there like 4 weeks ago. Whenever she was still doing drugs, she was there. 100%. She went in there. I seen Diddy or Pat, whatever, who was in the car. He asked her if she could go in and get her stuff and get her dog, and she said, he told her, yeah, whatever, and she goes in there and she runs back up, and she's freaking out, completely freaking out. Talking about jails on the floor, there's blood everywhere. I just bounced out of there. I was scared to death.
How did she say how that happened?
She didn't tell me how it happened. She said she
did.
Whatever. No, I swear to God, I put on everything alone. She said that she was literally on the floor. Like whenever she walked in there, she was on the floor.
Out of nowhere, Devon flips his story completely. At first, he claimed he had no clue about the crime. Then suddenly, he switches gears and says Tristan had seen Jayla's body lying in a pool of blood. It was a whole web of lies, and Devon's story only raised even more questions.
So tell me about Tristan tonight on what happened. Because you know that there's always several sides to the story. There's what you say, what someone else says, and it usually comes in the middle. And I can tell you right now, there's a lot more to the story that happened this evening than you're telling me about. And I've already told you, I know you didn't pull the trigger.
I know you know.
But I know that you know what happened. And when you minimize the facts, like you don't want to put yourself behind the 8 ball here.
No.
So just tell me about Tristan. We know what happened. We want to know why it happened. Because there's more to the story than I think Diddy's telling us. There's more to the story than what you're telling us.
I don't talk to Diddy, I don't talk to Jail, I don't talk to nobody in Zanesville. Last time I was in Zanesville was whenever me and Tristan first got together, August 23rd. I moved down there with her after a week of being with her, literally a week. And that's it. I got my taste of Diddy and all them people, and I got out of there.
So tell me what happens when you get down there again.
Zanesville?
Yeah. Tonight.
Really, I don't get to do shit. I just sit in the car.
Okay.
I just wait for Tristan to do what you got.
How long did she go inside for?
She was probably in there for 2 minutes.
Okay.
She came out and instantly she was like a wreck. Some girl was asking us if there was a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people ran up to us. So I was just.
What happened to the pit bull?
Huh?
What happened to the dog?
She ran.
Where did you guys go to after that?
Straight to the apartment. Straight to the apartment.
Straight to the apartment?
Yeah.
Make any stops in between?
No.
Stop at your mom's
gas.
house?
I stopped to get some gas.
Stop at your mom's house?
No, I stopped at my mom's house.
Not on the way back?
Not on the way back, no.
Stop at your sister's house on the way back?
No, I stopped there before.
Mm-hmm.
I got $10 in gas. Like I said,
when you're at your mom's house, did you stop to pick up anything?
Hell no.
Did your mom have any guns registered to her?
No.
Does she have any guns?
No, my mom was on vacation. The only reason I would even go to my mom's right now is just to let Titus out, the dog.
Mm-hmm.
He's a dog.
You said that you stopped at your mom's earlier, is what
No, I stopped at my sister's. I didn't say I stopped at my mom's. I stopped at my sister's earlier.
Oh, your sister's.
Yeah.
So you were not at your mom's house
tonight?
tonight?
Not at my mom's house tonight, no.
Not only did Devon refuse to confess, but he lied even more, claiming they never went to his mother's house. But one big question remained. If Jayla was already dead when Tristan supposedly saw her body in blood, where was the murder weapon?
Where's the gun at? Did you guys leave it at your mom's house? Did she leave it there?
No. Tristan's not allowed at my mom's for one. There's cameras at my mom's. I literally have to park in the neighbor's driveway.
But you guys were there.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I was there. She wasn't there. Like
we got a guy going there now. It's already secured with Licking County Sheriff's Office.
Yeah.
They're going to do a search warrant there.
Okay.
They going to find her clothes that she was wearing there?
Hell no. Oh. Her clothes ain't there.
Her gray shorts, her hoodie that she was wearing?
No, her clothes ain't there.
Where are they at?
I don't know where her clothes are.
She was with you at all times, right?
Yeah, she changed her green shorts at the apartment. They were in the bathroom.
What about the gun?
I don't know nothing about a gun. I'm a felon, like I said. I don't.
Listen, I'm not saying that you had the gun.
Yeah.
We know who had it. We know who shot. You know who shot.
I don't.
You do. You're sitting outside in your car with the windows down.
You're on video.
Yeah. I know, but I didn't hear no gunshots or nothing.
People across the street from where you were at heard the gunshots.
Yeah.
So don't.
People that have nothing in it heard the gunshots. They know the exact time. You're on the exact time on video. And they know it. And you're saying that you don't know. I mean, come on, dude. You got to be honest. You just said you had a tendency to lie. Don't lie. Don't dig your hole. Don't dig it. Just be honest. You got it, man. Just be truthful.
I'm not trying to lie, man.
Then don't try to lie.
You're only hurting yourself by lying.
I understand that. I would like have no idea, like whatever Tristan and Jayla and Diddy and all them had going on. I have no involvement. I have no idea what it is about at all. Like,
So we didn't say that.
I don't talk to them. I don't associate with none of them.
Did she ask you for a gun to take one from your mom's house?
No. Hell no. I don't even think I don't think my mom has a gun. For one, James, my stepdad, he's a felon. So that would be all bad for him if he had a gun. I don't have a gun. My mom don't have a gun. I think.
Before sitting with Devon, the detectives already knew both of their cell phones had pinged near his mother's house shortly after the shooting. And when officers searched his mother's home, they found a high-point 9mm handgun hidden inside a shoebox, loaded with a single round in the magazine and surrounded by loose ammunition. All of it matched the bullets and casings from the crime scene. But this was just another damning piece of evidence in the growing pile against them.
I will tell you this, Devon, you get one shot at this, okay?
The girl at the apartment, who is she to you?
Kayla. She's nobody to me. She's a friend. She's Tristan's friend.
Wouldn't have no reason to lie?
No.
Okay.
What, you think I'm a gambler?
No, I said.
Are you talking about her?
Yeah, I'm talking about, what was her name again?
Kayla?
Kayla.
Yeah.
She would have no reason to lie about you or Tristan.
No.
Okay. So whatever she told us at the apartment would be true?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what she told us?
No.
Well, she first tried to stick with the I don't know story, but then when she realized that she had 4 kids to take care of, that she wasn't going to fly the I don't know story anymore.
Right.
And she told the truth about what she knew. Why do you think we know half the stuff? And been places we've been to and doing things that we're doing. You know what I mean? Here's your chance. Like, you don't want to put yourself in a position that she's in. Like, I didn't say you pulled a trigger, but you know exactly what happened. And you know why it happened. That's all I'm asking you, man. Just
don't know what happened.
What Devon didn't know was that before sitting with them, they had spoken to Tristan's friend, Kayla Craig. She had started off trying to cover for the duo, but her tone soon changed when detectives informed her about the consequences of lying.
Let me be brutally honest with you. I've been at this a long time. You're throwing up so many red flags that you know a lot more than what you're telling us. Anytime you got to quantify your answers like you just did right there, that's a red flag. All right. When you say, I don't know, or I don't think so, those are red flags. You've got an awful lot of them. We're talking 3 to 6 years felony. Now, is there something else that you would like to tell me before we get to that point?
I just can't believe she did it.
Can't believe she did what?
Can't believe she did that. She mentioned to me that she was going to go do something. I didn't know what she was doing. She said she was going to do it.
You need to tell me exactly what she has told you. Because I'm telling you, I'm not sitting here trying to be mean. I'm not trying to get you jammed up. But I will promise you, if I find out you're lying to me, I'm going to get you for an F3. So just be honest. Be honest with me about what was said. You can go on with your everyday life.
I don't know who this girl is. I have nothing. I don't know.
How do you know it was a girl?
She said it was a girl.
Okay.
What did she say?
Because when I came home around 10,
Okay.
and everything else that I told you is true. But I came home around 10, after I got the kids.
10 p.m.?
Yes.
Okay.
And they were in here sitting down, and she was going on and talk about how she just shot somebody. I didn't believe her at first.
What exactly did she tell you?
She was capping.
Tell me exactly.
She said that she shot her like 10 times or something, and she was like, "Guess what?" And I was like, "What?" She was like, "I just shot somebody."
How was she? I mean, how do you think that? How was her attitude? How did that make her feel?
Proud. She was like, she just didn't have no remorse.
So why did Devon say he gave her a gun?
I guess it was his mom's.
I know, but why did he do that?
She wanted it.
Did he know that he was going to shoot her? Did he tell you that?
Mm-mm.
When Kayla Craig was questioned, she told detectives that Tristan had admitted to shooting a girl several times, all because of jealousy over her drug dealer boyfriend.
Tell me about the gun. You gotta be straight, man. You didn't shoot her. Tristan did. Just, you gotta be honest, man.
I got no clue.
What'd she say about it?
Tristan?
Yeah.
Well, she didn't say nothing about anything, really. Like, she just told me that she needed to go get her stuff, so I took her to Zanesville. We go to Zanesville, I'm waiting outside. We drove around like 3 different times because she said that Diddy was flipping out on her and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So we pulled up finally.
Where were you guys driving around at?
Literally right around the block. Like literally right around the block.
Like by a car place or by a police department?
By Diddy's house.
Okay.
We drove around there like, we drove around twice because I drove around once, I pulled in the parking lot, and then Diddy called her, he started spazzing on her or something, so she told me to go the other way. Because he was saying, don't go to my house, blah, blah, look, I got drugs in there and shit, so he didn't go. And then we pull up, waiting outside, and I don't know, man. I heard a bunch of gunshots.
Where was Diddy at? Did he leave?
No. His car was there all the time.
Where was it parked at?
It was parked on the side, next to the garage. There's a...
Like back where you parked and pulled in?
Kinda, but it was like on the other side. It was on the other side of 2 other cars.
Okay. So, it's obvious that she has the gun getting out of the car.
Mm.
Okay. Like right there.
So you guys seen her, like you know she...
Yeah, dude. That's, and you do too. If it's that obvious to us on video and we can see it, it's right there. It's obvious to you. It was like in her sweatshirt right there. Like right there. So don't lie about it. Gotta be truthful, man. Gotta be truthful.
When the detectives confronted Devon with the undeniable evidence about the gun, his defense finally collapsed. They gave him a moral escape route by separating the act of obtaining the weapon from the act of firing it, giving him room to confess.
I don't know, man. I don't know what else like she could do that. I have no idea. I'm sure shocked about it. When I was sitting there and I heard my heart was like, just felt like it stopped. You know what I mean? 'Cause I've never been through anything like that at all.
Can be pretty traumatic.
Very traumatic for sure. But that's all I know.
Well, tell me about the gun. That's what I want to know.
Okay. All I know is the gun is like, it's an unregistered gun.
Okay.
All I know.
How do you know that?
Because I've seen it before.
Where have you seen it at?
I've seen it at my little brother's friend gave it to him a while back, I guess.
Who's your little brother?
Mason.
Who's your little brother's friend?
Damien, but they're minors, so I don't know.
Damien what?
Damien, I don't know his last name. I just know Damien.
Where does your little brother live at? Okay. How did she get that gun?
Who, my mom?
No.
Just me?
Yeah.
Maybe she got it when we were there.
Just, you gotta be straight with me about it. Did you pick it up and give it to her?
Alright. So, she told me that Diddy was threatening her life.
Okay.
Like, talking about, if you come here, it's not going to be good for you.
Alright.
So, It wasn't my idea, but yeah, she told me to get a gun, so
Okay.
I got a gun for her.
It wasn't your idea though, right?
It wasn't my idea at all.
Okay, good. What did she say she was going to do with it?
She didn't tell me, she didn't say she was gonna do nothing with it. She said she needed it, she'd rather have it
Okay.
than to need it, than to not have it, and you know what I mean?
Right. What kind of gun was it, you know?
9mm.
What color was it?
Black.
Do you know if it was a revolver or semi-automatic?
It wasn't a revolver or that. It looked like a cheap pistol. It was even plastic.
But you knew it was a 9mm?
Yeah, I know it was a 9mm.
Okay. Have you ever shot it before?
No, I've never shot that gun before. Personally, no.
When you got it today, where did you get it from? Was it just at the house by itself and you grabbed it, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
With Devon's confession now recorded, the detectives at last had the final piece that tied everything together. The crime scene evidence, the blue Honda Civic, the cell phone pings, all of it led straight to Tristan as the one who fired the shots.
Hi there. I'm Detective McElhaney, Zanesville Police Department. This is Detective Sergeant Phil.
Are you Tristan?
Yeah.
Well, Tristan, we want to talk to you about stuff that happened in Zanesville tonight.
Did y'all get another bust?
Well, we'll talk about that. Basically, we want to talk to you right now, but you understand that you're in jail and you're not able to leave right now. You understand that?
Like, what am I in jail for? Like, yeah, I know I'm, like, not arrested. But yeah, I know I'm in jail. They said that they're getting me on a warrant for breaking a bond or something. That's why I'm here.
Right now, we got a murder warrant for you, is what it's for. Prosecutor's office had put a murder warrant out for you, and we want to talk to you about that to try to get your side of the story. Because, you know, all we have is one side of the story right now, and we're sure that you can add more to the story than what we already know. Okay?
Yeah, where do you need me to start? Because
hold on. Before I talk to you, I got to advise you of your rights because you are in jail. Do you understand that?
They read Tristan her Miranda rights, and once she signed off on waiving her right to an attorney, she didn't need much convincing before she began opening up about her entire life.
So, we'll ask you from the beginning.
Yeah.
We'll keep it simple. There was a murder down in Zanesville last night now. Down on what can you tell me about that?
I didn't know anything about a murder. I got called that Diddy got busted bad.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I thought I was down here. Honestly, I thought that you guys were doing another bust and you're trying to get soup in them because I know Zanesville's cutting down on drugs.
Okay.
I honestly haven't been to Zanesville. I was there yesterday because I had to get my stuff from Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
I just got out of rehab.
Okay.
And he threatened me over and over and over again. And I know.
Who was threatening you?
Diddy.
And who's Diddy?
Patrick.
Patrick.
He goes by P. Diddy or Diddy.
Okay.
He's one of the biggest people down there along with Soup and Starkey.
Who's Soup and Starkey?
I'm
asking all these difficult questions.
No, I just, oh my God, I just know you don't play the game. They're people who sell.
Okay.
Soup and Starkey deal to Diddy.
All right.
And Diddy and I were a thing, like when I got back on drugs. I started February of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
I got sober on and off.
While Diddy had carefully avoided mentioning any details of his illegal side business during his talk with detectives, Tristan, in her desperate bid to shift blame and save herself, spilled everything about his operation, clearly hoping the focus would turn to him instead. She had no idea the detectives were already certain she was the one who pulled the trigger that day.
2 days ago, I called him wanting to get my stuff. He has my puppy and my clothes and everything there. He told me that he's going to have Sierra beat his baby mama. To remind you, I've had my whooped numerous times in Zanesville. Anyone can tell you I take sounds like it's a champ. My mouth sets me up.
Mm-hmm.
I can't fight or shit.
Okay.
And then, so today I called him and said, do I need to have the police do a standby for me to get my stuff?
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, you're not coming today, you're coming tomorrow. So I show up to get my stuff. Diddy's at his car. And then I thought it was funny because Diddy was acting like he went from calling me a to, yeah, you can go get your stuff. He gave me a kiss and he had a picture of him and I sitting on his passenger seat of his car. And so I went to tell Devon I can go get my stuff. And so I went back there. Diddy left, and I went back there, and Rocco was like, which is the dog, was barking and growling, like being held at the door. So I went into this. There's 2 apartments. When you walk up, there's Pat's, and there's a spare one. This one was open. So I went in here because the dog, like Rocco was trying to get at me and bark at me. I went in here, and then Rocco ran out.
Mm-hmm.
And then once Rocco ran out, I ran out behind him. I said, my stuff, like.
Why's that?
Huh?
Why's that?
Because Rocco's a pit bull.
Okay. Well, if he ran out, why did you follow him?
Huh? Because Jayla, there's this girl Jayla, she had a taser. Because Diddy said, yeah, sure, go get your stuff. Jayla had a taser. I have epilepsy.
Okay.
And Jayla.
What kind of taser does she have?
It's like a black one with like it's Pat's he always has. It's black with a string, but it's a handheld one.
Okay.
But she, like, Diddy and Pat and Jayla always try, like, they've always tricked me with tasers. Like, they know I have it. Like, Diddy, whenever he got mad at me, would always use a taser. And then she was there with Rocco and the taser. I went in that house, like that room. Rocco ran out. I was still staying to get days.
Okay.
I ran out behind her. I told Pat, I called him, I said, you can keep my stuff.
Where was Pat at then?
Doing
Was he at the house?
No.
Okay.
He left.
Where was Jayla at?
Jayla was standing by his front door.
Okay. What time was this?
Oh, shoot. Probably like 6. 5:45, 6.
How did you get there?
Huh?
How did you get to the house?
My fiance, Devon.
Okay. What kind of car?
A blue car.
Was it his car, the one at the apartment complex, the Honda?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Any stuff in that car belong to you?
No.
Nothing?
Just my face mask.
What they actually found inside the blue Honda Civic was far more incriminating than anything she claimed. A blood stain on the front passenger door, a blue hoodie with blood on the left sleeve, latex gloves that tested positive for gunshot residue, a backpack holding black and gray shorts, and a pink wallet that belonged to Tristan. All of it was overwhelming evidence, but the detectives still needed her to confess. The best way forward was to let her keep talking.
So you come down to Diddy's. Where's that at?
By the lawyers and the police station.
Was there some type of incident there the other day between you and Jayla?
No, the incident was between me and Pat. I hit his window.
Oh, did you break out his window?
Oh, I shouldn't be admitting that to you, but yeah.
I mean, his house window, I mean, were you staying there or what?
I was staying there, yes. And Diddy and I were a thing. And
Pat's a turd.
Yeah, I know, but you know, I'm the type of person that I grew up like in and out of foster care, so any little bit of attention anyone gave me, I pulled for it. But he pretty much showed his true colors, like was letting his baby mama. I got Pat. Was letting his baby mama. Was letting who knows if Jayla was. Who knows if I know Kizzy was. But I know Jayla was only staying there because she was scared to death of Denny. I guess she went and stole his car. And she told Diddy she was scared of him, this and that, and she didn't want to leave. That's why Jayla was there that I know of.
When was the last time you and Jayla had been in?
Like, physically?
Yeah.
Like, were we putting hands on each other?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Back in, like, December, November, there was snow on the ground.
Has she been, like, talking shit to you recently?
The only thing that she said, like, we had an argument, I want to say, like, 2 days ago, because I called Dave, and then she told Pat I called Dave. So Pat called me saying, don't let me see you around me. I think Kayla, my best friend, has it on video. Diddy said, don't let me see you around me. Sierra wants to beat your. He said Jayla wants to beat my. And then he said that if he sees me, he's going to.
Pat said that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Pat's type thing. If he hits a woman, he ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna put his hands on you. Because like he says, if cops question me, did you put your hands on her? No, he didn't. He's gonna headbutt you. He's beat the shit out of Jayla before when he lived on Bailey. He beat the shit out of her, headbutt her. She had to stay in the back room for weeks.
All right.
Diddy, yeah, if Diddy tells you to do something, you don't like go against it.
Okay.
When a person starts volunteering too many extra details, it's often a clear sign they're lying. Tristan believed that oversharing would make her seem helpful and open, but it only makes her look more guilty. And right in the middle of her long explanations, she lets something slip, a detail the detectives had already picked up on earlier.
You forgot that we need to grab a couple. What's your phone number and what's your date of birth and stuff like that? I think we forgot to get that from you when you started.
My phone number?
Yeah.
I have my mom's number. You need my cell phone?
Yeah.
Okay, 614.
That way if we need to get in touch with you, we know who to call.
Am I going to jail?
Well, right now you are in jail, yeah, for the time being.
Okay.
No one said that you're going to be there forever.
Yeah, I know, but like I'm staying the night here?
Yeah.
For how long?
Well, that we don't know for sure. Like I said, we're here. We want to get a truthful statement from you.
Yeah.
And then we got to evaluate some things.
Yeah.
So I forget what we're doing now. How long have you had that number?
Month.
Any other phones?
No.
You don't have that 637 number or whatever that is anymore?
637.
Did you have something like that? Something.
684.
I don't remember. That's what someone gave us, and we tried to get a hold of it, and no luck.
Yeah, I had that number like I want to say 7-8 months ago. In Zanesville, I had 3 iPhone 11s stolen.
Were you there when Jayla got shot?
No, Jayla's one that's dead.
Yeah.
No, I did not even know.
Not whatsoever.
Not whatsoever. No.
Have you handled any firearms this evening?
No, they did a gun thing too.
Okay. So there wouldn't be any GSR on you?
There's not going to be any.
And even though if you would have took a shower after the fact, there still could be traces of GSR on you? Okay.
I've never even shot a gun in my life.
So your DNA would not be on any type of 9mm?
Absolutely not, no.
Okay. None whatsoever?
None whatsoever.
Tell us more about why you ran out of the house.
Because I can go into a seizure whenever a taser or anything, like they had to have the lights off.
Why did you think you were going to get tased?
She's tased me before. Like on my way out, like one time, on my way out, they almost got me. They got my shirt right here.
Uh-huh.
I don't down there. I've learned that people say they're going to do something they ain't like me, they ain't going to run away.
Without pausing, Tristan signed the consent form for the swab test. But as the detectives collected the samples to send off to the lab, the seriousness of what those results could mean finally began to hit her.
So I have a question. I'm not down here on a domestic violence warrant thing. That's what they told me this whole time.
All right.
And they told me you guys would have more information on me.
Yeah,
because I had a domestic violence warrant with you guys. That's why they came to my house and picked me up.
Does the SWAT team normally pick people up on
That I didn't think so. I'm sitting here like, and I'm the victim of a domestic violence.
So how long have you and
Devon?
Yeah, how long you guys been together?
So I've known him since I was 11. We got together and engaged last August 23rd.
Is he truthful?
Is he truthful? I mean, he's cheated once.
Would he make up any stories about you?
Huh?
Would he make up any stories about you?
I hope not. I mean, his family calls me trash. Like, whenever we go for our breaks, he tells Facebook he's never gonna hoard this and that, but then messages me, I love you, this and that. It's all mind games.
Yeah. What about Kayla? Does she lie?
No.
So whatever she tells us is true?
Yeah, I've been babysitting them with her.
Okay. Did Jayla do anything to you this evening?
No.
Did she try to harm you in any way?
No.
Never came at you?
No.
Nothing
the
like
only thing that made me run is because she was holding Rocco.
Okay.
And Rocco was barking and growling and she had a taser. And it seemed weird because Diddy was all for, no, you can't get your stuff. And then, yeah, you can go. I have a run to do.
Did you shoot her?
No.
Wait. Did you shoot her 8 times?
No.
Who did?
I don't know.
Okay. The gun that we're getting out of his mom's house in Newark, is it going to have your DNA on it?
I mean, could. I mean, we shot in the yard. It's going to have mine.
You told me, you just told me you didn't never shot a gun.
Now the officer was ready to lay out the evidence that will completely break her story. Considering how she had carried herself so far, especially her angry insistence that she had never even shot a gun in her life, her reaction is probably going to be exactly what they anticipated.
I held it. I've never shot it. No, I get what you're saying.
Do you understand why you're here?
Yeah.
Okay, why are you here?
You guys think I murdered someone.
We don't think that you murdered someone. We know that you murdered someone. We're trying to find out why. Okay? There's a lot of things that we know that we haven't told you. You got to be honest in this situation. You're between a rock and a hard place right now, okay? To be honest about what happened is trying to start to make things right that went wrong. We don't know what went wrong in your head this evening. Kayla said that you admitted it to her. Doesn't know what to do with himself anymore because it happened out of the blue, according to him, that he don't know why he did it. But all these things add up, and this is where we're at. Now, you can sit here and tell us that you didn't, but we knew right away who was involved because if you guys didn't look, we knew you backed the car into the alley in the back because there's video cameras. We can see you wearing a hooded sweatshirt, your shorts, your flip-flops. You got the gun in the hoodie. I mean, you can clearly see it. Okay. There's independent witnesses that hear the gunshot, see you running out. I mean, come on. Listen, I'm not here to blow smoke. Please don't blow smoke up mine. I just want you to be honest about what happened.
I'm not.
Tell me what went down and why it went down.
I already told you that.
We danced around everything, but at the end of the day, we know that you shot her.
Oh, if that's what you think, then we'll take it to trial. I did not shoot anyone.
Who shot her then?
I don't know who shot her.
Because he didn't get out of the car. He sat in the driver's seat.
Okay, and Jayla was alive when I left.
How many holes did she have in her when you left?
She didn't have any holes in her. I can't even fight anyone, let alone shoot someone. Ask anyone in Zanesville. I've taken so many weapons.
Listen. We're not going to sit here and beat you up over it.
I'm not saying beat me up over it. I'm not saying you are beating me up over it. I'm just saying I haven't shot anyone. I don't even know how to shoot a gun.
Okay.
Because you're going to go there and you're going to find a gun that's going to have my fingerprints on it, his fingerprints on it, his brother's fingerprints on it, and his sister's.
Is that going to be the gun that shot?
I don't know.
So if it has your DNA on it, and the ballistics come back as far as shell casings, the bullets we recovered from her, you're the only one that's in the house. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
How do you think that looks? What do you think that is?
I don't know. I mean, it looks obviously like I did it, but I didn't.
Okay. If you didn't do it, who did it?
I don't know. There's a lot of people in Zanesville Diddy wanted to go after. There's a lot of people that Jayla screwed people over for. I don't know. I'm sober now. I don't give a about anything that happens in Zanesville.
The detectives noticed how she was scrambling to build a version of events that might hold up once they got her prints off the weapon. Her whole story was falling apart. And if you thought Tristan's attitude has been downright terrible so far, it's about to get a whole lot worse.
There was no one else but Kayla in the apartment when you were there.
All the babies and Devon.
Oh, excuse me, Jayla and the pit bull.
Oh,
right?
No. I didn't even step in the apartment.
Was Pat, did he leave or where's he?
Yeah, Pat left.
Okay. And how long were you inside?
I literally walked in, the pit bull, her right there, ran here, she left the pit bull, I ran. Not even like a minute.
Why would he say that you shot her?
I don't know. Devin, we have a no contact order right now.
Okay.
You guys sit here and come banging on the door while he has work at 5 a.m. I'd sit here and say anything y'all want me to get out of here anyway. I'm not going to sit here and say something when I'm being accused of murder. Just because you want me to sit here and say, oh, I murdered her, so your job can be over and you go home. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing what my cousin Delaney did with you guys. I'm not doing it.
Who's Delaney?
Delaney Gann was my cousin, who's the one you guys got to trick into saying he murdered someone.
That wasn't us.
Well, you know, detectives, I did not murder J-Lo. So you can sit here and say, oh, we know that you shot her. We know you shot her this many times. I didn't shoot her. I've never shot a gun.
So you told me before you didn't, then you did. And
I never said I did. I said his brother, him, and his sister Lacey all shot a gun. I held it.
When was this?
It doesn't matter when it was.
Yes,
this is irrelevant.
It is relevant.
Well, it was a while because his family hates me. I'm a
How long
crack
is a while?
whore. A while.
Like a year?
No.
2 months?
Maybe less.
Okay.
Maybe like a week. I don't know. Are we done here?
Almost.
Okay, well, I'm done.
Okay.
Because this is...
Yeah, it's up to you. Like I said, we wanted to try to talk to you.
I am trying to talk, and I'm trying to answer your questions, but when I get accused of murder...
You know what do you want us to do? Lie to you and tell you?
No, like I just want to know how long it's going to take for me to go home. I have college.
I don't know. Say college is probably not going to be happening today. We got your phone. That was part of the warrant. We took some other items from the house. So you don't have anything else to add? You guys never stopped? Did you stop at his mom's house on the way back to school?
He had to grab his work boots.
Okay. Did you guys drop anything off?
I'm not allowed on her property. I don't know.
Okay. So did he go and put the gun in the shoebox?
I don't know anything about a gun. You're sitting here trying to sit here and twist the word in a million different ways. I don't know anything about a gun.
Okay, well, I tell you that I don't know shit doesn't fly. Like I won't lie to you about that.
We need to.
What is it? Yeah, we're gonna grab your shoes from you too. We're gonna collect those as evidence.
Okay, we can whenever I get locked up.
Okay. Well,
we can get them when I get my strip search. Okay, well, okay, we can get them when I get my strip search.
This is the end of the interview.
So when do I call my mom?
Whenever they let you out. We don't care. Once they book you in, it doesn't matter to us.
Devon's family had clearly seen what kind of person she really was, preventing her from ever setting foot on their property. Sadly, Devon had been blind to that side of his fiancée. With her cooperation gone and replaced by hostility, the detectives ended the session with a short goodbye.
Devon! Devon! How you gonna sit here and tell them you got a gun from your mama's house? Bitch, where? How you gonna say that? How you gonna say I shot a... Knowing damn well I can't even take it from your mama because I'm right behind the door. How you gonna say that?
Minutes went by, and the duo soon realized just how much trouble they were in.
What? Tristan, Kayla told them everything.
What?
Kayla told them everything.
Kayla told everything about what? So because of higher than hell said some shit to them, you swapped the story with her?
I didn't say shit.
Huh?
I didn't say shit or admit to anything.
You said what?
Quit talking.
Come on,
Quit talking.
you spoke about it for a reason. Obviously something up to it.
What?
Yeah.
Do this. What? Tristan, I just told you. Tristan, calm down. Stop.
Oh, Devon!
What's in your...
What the? What? Kayla told me everything about what? So because a higher than hell says some shit to them, you flopped the story with her? Huh?
Also.
You said what? Come on, speak louder. God gave you a for a reason. You obviously suck dick. Get up to it. Ew. Damn it! What the? They're giving me for murder! Somebody do! No!
While Devon McNelly would later show real remorse and confess to his part in the crime, Jailhouse phone calls captured a completely different Tristan E. Baker, one who showed zero regret for what she had done, even after both of them were locked up.
I'm not even gonna lie, I was trying not to laugh when I saw Justice for Jayla shirt.
Why?
I was laughing through my mask.
Why?
I don't know. But her family's face whenever my lawyer stood up and said, we wanted to let you guys know, back down, knew all along. Her family's face, dropped. But I'm not even mad. I'm not even upset. I'm in here. I'm actually kind of glad I'm in here.
But this was only the tip of the iceberg, a glimpse into just how cold and calculated she truly was.
I know you, Tristan. You have to have been peer pressured. I don't care what anyone says or how it went down or whatever. Someone had to pressure you into doing it because you're a chicken shit. I'm not, you are the biggest ever met in my entire life. Unless someone is in your ear constantly and telling you what you have to do, what you need to do, you don't have the mental capacity to pull this off. I'm not saying it to hurt your feelings or make you sound ridiculous. Dad and I both said when they arrested you, they got the wrong one. I guarantee she didn't have nothing to do with that. She might have known about it or whatever, but I guarantee she didn't do it. There's no way. She's not smart enough to be able to pull that off. Well, no, to even be brave enough to stand in her face and pull the trigger. You know what I mean? Do you even care that you took somebody's child?
Listen, what I'm trying to tell you is I want to feel something. I'm sorry I got caught. I don't know if it's because I pushed it so far back in my head. I don't know what it is. I just sleep like a baby in here. And that scares me to death because I feel like myself personally, I would do it 100 times over again until I didn't get caught. And that's psychotic to say, Mom, but I don't understand why I should feel remorse, I should feel anger, I should feel happy, something.
However, on May 13th, a month after Tristan was booked, authorities received a statement from Kelly White, a correctional officer at Tristan's jail, requesting to speak with them. Kelly then revealed that Tristan had openly bragged about what happened that day, and proudly.
This will be an interview here the Zanesville City Jail in their break room. Today's date's May 13th, 2021. Time is going to be 7:44 hours. With me here, I have, go ahead and state your name.
Kelly White.
I have C.O. White with me. C.O. White, it was brought to my attention that Tristan Baker had spoke to you.
Yes.
What'd she tell you?
She told me that she was leaving on Thursday to go to the county, that she was looking at 23 years, and, she told me that she allegedly had shot this girl, and then as conversation went on,
okay,
she did eventually tell me that she did shoot her. She told me that she called her boyfriend's phone, and is it Jayla?
Yes.
She said Jayla answered the phone and said he can't come to the phone because he's busy.
Okay.
She said I then left rehab to go shoot her. She said I got to the trap house, and she said, Diddy, come outside. And I told Diddy what I was going to do, and he said, you do what you need to do, girl, but you don't have it in you. And she said, I went in and shot her.
In the end, the courts handed down their sentences. Tristan E. Baker, unapologetic to the core, received life in prison without the possibility of parole, while Devon McNelly, whose foolish loyalty enabled a murder, also received a life sentence, but with the eligibility for parole after 20 years, a second chance that their victim, Jayla Wyatt, was never given. Thank you for watching today's video. Whether you're new here or have been with us for a while, check out one of the craziest cases I've ever covered right here, or one of my newest uploads right here.